Hey everybody, Sean here, and welcome to Revealing Truth. And special thanks to Rick Joyner for sharing this. No, not that Rick Joyner. The Rick Joyner that's behind the site Bible Study Company. But the person we're looking at today is Vladimir with some last name that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. And he's behind the channel God's Voice Today. And even though this channel's only been up for less than 2 years, he's already got 175,000 subscribers. But how did he grow so quickly? Well, that's because, like many today, he's promoting all these over-the-top stories as being real. Things like people meeting Jesus and Satan face to face, other near-death testimonies, people that supposedly went to heaven and or hell, more testimonies about a library in heaven, and this time it's got a book about you. He even interviewed the latest heavenly liar, Gabe Poirot. And yes, that says what it says. He's also got the membership-only videos where only paying Christians get to see that stuff. And remember, he's also seen Jesus face to face and was promoted by another false teacher enabler on Deep Believer, talking about Jesus' ripped body. That's right. Jesus and his ripped physique. It's like these people saw how successful Sid Roth was and just copied him with a smaller platform. And in today's recent video, he's going to talk about Jesus giving him a mission in a dream. But we're going to just listen to the shorter, compressed version of this video here. Because with what little we already know about Vlad and who he supports, this is just going to be another fairy tale.
When I saw him, when Jesus was, I don't want to say ripped, but I always picture Jesus this like weak lamb, like a tree hugger kind of guy who would just, peace, love, like a hippie. The Jesus I saw was ripped. I mean, he was ripped. And his robe wasn't like super loose and like almost like a dress. It was tightly fitted. And his chest was popping out and his hands were like strong, man. His hands, you can tell like carpenter's hands, right? And like everything about it, I remember the smell of his robe. There was one time at Ohio State University Medical Center, I got stuck in an elevator with a group of Amish people, and they had their traditional Amish attire, and there was a certain scent that came from their clothing. It was like this, just an older kind of smell, and that's kind of what his robe smelled like. It had the same kind of, and it was very thick and durable. It's kind of reminding me of stuff we carried, like the potatoes we carried in Ukraine, this bag of like the same kind of material that it was made out of. And, but it's interesting, his teeth weren't like American teeth. They weren't perfect. They were a little crooked, little, like just a man from a different century. Like his skin was more worn out. Like, you could tell he'd been in the sun a lot. It's just, look, it was fully man, fully supernatural. Like, it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. But the way he spoke to me, it was like, but then he got serious. And he's like, "Hey, we gotta go. Let's go. Let's go." And it was taking them forever to open some kind of door. I couldn't see him anymore, but I could hear him. And he was like, "Hey, what's happening? What's taking so long? Let's go. Let's go." And I was like, whoa, this is somebody you don't want to mess with. This is not the Jesus that I grew up hearing about, like this tree hugger guy. This is like a warrior. Like he was, I mean, when he spoke to me, he was very kind and everything else, but I knew that he meant every word he said. He was a man of few words. The things that he said, everything was super intentional.
So there you go, folks, another overly descriptive encounter with Jesus. But wait, would that mean all the other Jesus encounters are fake because those Jesuses weren't ripped? Or is the ripped Jesus he speaks about the fake one? Or could it be that all these Jesus encounters are phony? Well, that would be my guess. And let me be clear about one thing here. I believe people can have dreams, even of Jesus. People dream all the time. And God may even be involved with some of our dreams. But I don't believe any of these storytellers that say they've been to heaven or hell or that they've met Jesus face to face because they support and promote all the other liars saying the same thing. But maybe that's just me. What about you? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.